to the crow. Shoulders, a bit of arm strength, but core. Core is the main effort here. And flexibility in our hips as well. Alright, but we'll be moving through that. And the reason why I say flexibility in hips, because you want to be getting your knees right up into your armpits. I'm going to regret not taking this off now. And then, when we're going down, we're planting our hands down, and the centre of gravity is moved forward, okay? And basically, everyone thinks they should be leaning on their arms, but it's not. As soon as I engage my core, then we come upright, okay? Fear not. I know, you're like, what have I done? What have I done? But don't worry, honestly, this is why we look at the asana so you can keep practicing, and then you can understand what you need to do with your body, and then in time it will click, okay? One thing is, as soon as you kind of go over the centre of gravity, it's all about the core. It's all about the core, not the arms. It's the same as going into headstand. You lift with your core, and then you find you can't go any further. Mel, a nice little space. Okay? So, while Mel's just settling down, the way this works, we do grounding, so we get ourselves nice and relaxed, release the thoughts of the day. We then do mobility, get the body warmed up. And we go through what's called a sun salutation. I'll go through that slowly at first, and then, well, it should be probably moon salutation, but anyway, it's a pray to the sun instead. Hopefully we might get it. And then, so we go through a sun salutations, which gets the core, the cardio going, or the strength, warming the whole body. And then we go into the main session. Then we relax it down, do some breathing. When I say do some breathing, I normally incorporate it into the relaxation part anyway. And then we just lay there for 5 minutes and we just chill. Okay? So, come on to our mats. Into our seated position. This is called the easy pose. So we have one ankle in front of the other, so we're not scrunched right up. We just allow the feet forward at the front, so we can relax the knees down, okay? Then we get the fleshy pulse, and we've all gone far bum backwards, so we can really feel ourselves on the sitting bones, which is our root chakra, it's our root. We want to feel like we're really truly grounded, okay? And then place our hands like so, or you could place the palms together, thumbs together. It's up to you. What I would like you to do is give a nice big deep in breath. As we breathe in through our nose, we also breathe out through our nose or out through our mouth. Always in through our nose. What I would like you to do is lengthen the spine. So bring your head upwards. I'm also going to just hand up some of these. We've got blocks, what we do, we use them for support. Just keep you sitting on the knees. And what that does is just raises you up slightly. And I want you to connect with your breath. Connect with the breath. And then on the next inhale, bring your shoulders up towards your ears, squeeze them, and then take them back and down. Okay, so we're bringing the posture into it, nice back and down. Okay. I would like you to close your eyes. And just release the thoughts of the day. Just allow the thoughts of the day just to pass through. And if there's anything else you're thinking about, just become the observer of those thoughts. Just really allow yourself to let go. But keeping that posture there. Let go of this is your first session. It's a practice, okay? And every time we practice, we get better and better. There's no judgment. Now I'd like you to just set your attention for the session today. And you just want to relax. Build strength, build flexibility, build, just have a go, yeah, go on. Set that intention, and hopefully you will reach that intention by the end of the lesson. Okay. And if you'd like to open up your eyes, and on the next inhale, I'm going to take the arms up to the sky, bring the palms together, and then we're going to exhale. Bring our hands down to the third eye, down to heart centre, and at the same time, we're going to bring the gaze down. So we're just going to get a stretch in the back of the neck. And then we're going to inhale, take the eyes up again, and then exhale. And then we're going to inhale, take the arms up again, and exhale down. Leaving your gaze down, and drop your hands onto your knees. And then we're going to inhale, raise your head upwards. And then we're going to exhale down to the side. So right ear to the right shoulder. And then inhale up, left ear to the left shoulder. Make sure your shoulder's not coming up, you're leaving it down. And then we're going to bring our chin to the chest. Just circle the head round clockwise until you come back up again. And relax there. Inhale, rise. As we exhale, we're going to take the left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale up, right ear to the right shoulder. And then we're going to circle once again, but this time the opposite direction. Lovely. Alright. And next one, shoulders. Let's take them, squeeze them up to the ears. And we're going to take the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Remember to use the breath. Inhale. Exhale back. Inhale. And exhale back. Alright, lovely. Let's go to the wrist. Let's get these nice and warm. It's getting cold now. Those joints are like, you know, they take a little bit longer to get warmed up. So we're just lifting out the fingers, getting some sort of warmth in the forearms. And then we're going to just twist the wrists way the way, and then the other way. Lovely jubbly. Okay, what I would like you to do is place your hands on your knees, engage the core, so bring the core in and upwards, so you kind of like just, yes, but I still want you to breathe, alright? Okay, we're going to go out to the right, come forward with our hips, our chest, and then back. And we're just going to circle, but when you come back, make sure that's still engaged. Really pay particular attention to your core, how it is, how it feels. Alright, and one more round. Alright, coming up. And then we're going to go back to the other side. Okay, so really dip the chest down. You probably get a nice little stretch in the hips as well. That's it. Remember, this is your yoga session. Do what you can do. Alright. Okay, and we're going to come up. On the next inhale, we're going to go inhale up and laterally flex to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the other side. Inhale up. That music didn't last long. down, moving properly. Bloody technology. Alright, one more on the other side. And then as we come up, we're just going to take a twist round to the right. Bringing the hands upwards again, round to the left. Bringing the hands up. And just continue. Alright, leave that. That's the last one, to get the hips out. Let's get these hips nice and warm. So, feet out, more than hip width down your mat width. Take the arms backwards, and then we're going to drop our knees down to the right, okay? Try and keep your sitting bones on the ground. You might feel a little bit of, if it's tight here, so your IT band, that's a little bit tight, okay? So the gym is great for that, this is great for that, we're getting it nice and warm, nice and stretched. Alright, that's it. Keep moving through, just nice and dynamically moving through. And you find the hips are getting a little bit loose as you go through. Alright, lovely. Okay, so let's come onto our hands and knees again. And we're just going to sit back and just once again start working on the wrists. Circling the wrists and back. Okay, what we're going to do is put our hands, clench your hands together and we're going to stretch right out. Okay, so this is how we don't want to be in our yoga positions. We're going to just drop down the shoulders. This is exactly how you want to be in your yoga positions. We'll find out in downward dog in a minute, alright? Because some people go like that. And we just need to have that room in between our ears and our arms, and we do that by bringing the shoulders down. Okay, drop the hands, come back onto our all fours, and what we're going to do is drop into a little cat and cow. So make sure everything's stacked, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, everything kind of hip, shoulder width apart. Inhale down, bring your belly down towards the ground, belly looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale up, rounding up the spine. Now, how we are, this is going to be a good crow move as well, rounding up the spine. Inhale down, exhale up to cat. Inhale down to cat, exhale up to cat. Alright, come to a neutral spine. We're going to take the hands outwards, and we're just going to go side to side, feeling the wrists. Okay, another thing, spread the fingers. Every time you have your hands down, spread the fingers, get used to that. Dig the little pinkies in. That'll take pressure off your wrists. Alright, turn your wrists, your pinkies inwards. And we're just going to roll back, or rock back and forth. If it's a bit painful for you, just bring your fingers up. It's all right, knee crack then. Alright? Alright, perfect. And just shake that out. Happy days. Right, we're going to downward dog now. So take your socks off. Happy days. Just take your socks to the side. What we're going to do is come back into our on all fours. We're going to bring the knees up first, engage the core, and then we're going to push the hips nice and high, leaving the hands where they are. Alright? And remember the shoulders. You want to make sure you bring the shoulders back. Okay? So, teaching points, spread the fingers, dig the pinkies in, bring your shoulder blades up and down, engage the core. Drop your head should be engaged, should be looking up at your belly. And just start walking out or down the dog. So we're bending into the knees. put a bend in the legs, you can straighten the legs. Pull forward towards our hands into what we call a half forward fold. So the half forward fold is just bringing your body upwards, shoulders back, nice flat back, so you should be parallel to the ground. Hands upon the shins. Inhale, lengthen. As we exhale, we're going to drop the head down and we should be looking through our legs. Please bend your knees if you need to, okay? And then we're going to come up, vertebrae by vertebrae, lifting up nice and slowly so we don't get all dizzy. Inhale, we bring the arms and the palms together. As we exhale, we come into our hands to heart center. And then come into our Tadasana. Tuck the tailbone in, bring your shoulder blades back and down. An opportunity to take off your warm gear. You will be warm in a minute, so happy days. Alright. We'll move through our sun salutations now. I'll do the first one nice and easy, nice and slowly. Alright. Okay. So, ground yourself, use the feel the mat beneath your feet. Tuck the tailbone in, shoulder blades back and down. Nice, strong posture. And in this one, we engage the core, bring the thighs together, engage the butt. Inhale, take the arms up. We're going to hinge at the hips, bringing the core inwards, coming down into a forward fold. So we bring our head all the way down, looking in through the legs. Then we inhale, rise to a half fold, bring the shoulder blades back, shoulders all the way back. Then we're going to exhale, plant the palms down, take a step back with the right foot, then the left, or whatever foot you want. Okay, we're going to take the knees down first. Make sure that we've still got this nice straightness in our bodies, so we're not up like this or down like this, nice and straight. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, bend the elbows backwards, and we're going to bring the chest down. We're going to release the hands, slide them forward, elbows into the side, inhale up to Sphinx pose. Okay. And exhale down. Move your hands below the shoulders, up onto your knees, pushing upwards into downward dog. Alright, and just ride out the heels again. Remember the posture. Excellent. Okay, we're going to step forward one by one like what we did before. I'm just going to jump forward. You can jump, step, whatever way you want. Into a half fold. So if you can place your pinkies down, that's fine. If not, making sure you've got alignment. And with the half forward fold, our energy is going out the chakra and out the crown, okay? Inhale, as we exhale, full forward fold. And we're going to come up vertebrae by vertebrae. So bringing the body all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Coming into our Tadasana. It's usually a bit faster, so we're going to go a little bit faster. I'm going to add a few more things in. So bring yourself into your Tadasana, and we're going to inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, down, forward, folding. Inhale, rise to half forward fold. Exhale, plant the palms down. Step back into plank. That's what we do. Step back into plank. Nice. That's the one. And then engage the core, engage the thighs. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, draw the knees down. Knees first. And then we're going to come down into chaturanga. And then we're going to inhale, rise up to cobra. So, rise up to cobra or up dog. Shoulders down and then back to downward dog. So you can either go up via your knees or use your core strength. Alright. We're going to now inhale, take the right leg up to the sky. So lift that right leg up, leaving the left heel down onto the ground. And then we're going to come through however you want. You can place your feet down, bring your leg through, or if you've got the flexibility, we drop our foot through. Taking the left knee down to to a crescent lunge. Inhale, rise. And as we exhale, we're going to push those hips forward, but tuck the tailbone under first, okay? And then we're going to inhale. As we exhale, push those hips forward. Inhale, you're expecting something else, don't you? Exhale forward. Just getting those hip flexors nice and warm. Inhale. As we exhale, let's plant those palms down. I'm going to go back into a downward dog, so however you wish to do that, that's absolutely fine. Inhale, let's take the left leg up to the sky. Bring your knees through, stacking between your hands. Let's take that right knee down this time into our crescent lunge. Inhale up, exhale forward. Believe me, you'll get this as you go through. It does get a lot easier. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And inhale. As we exhale, place your palms down. And we're just going to step through, meet the right leg with the left leg into our half fold. Exhale, fall forward fold. So drop the head down. And if you want, you can place your hands around the calves, bringing in your body. What you want is your chest to meet your thighs and coming up vertebrae by vertebrae all the way. And exhale, hands to press under. Alright, we're going to do one more this time. Just going to make it a little bit harder. Inhale, as we do, we're going to sweep the floor into our chair pose. So we sweep the floor, come back up, drop down with our hips. Engage those thighs. Inhale up. As we exhale, we're going to forward fold. So we're counteracting that last move. Inhale, rise to a half fold. Exhale, plant the palms down. Let's step back. Right. This time we're going to go down with the whole body. If you don't want to, please place your knees down. So inhale. As we exhale, let's take the elbows backwards, come down into chaturanga. But please take your knees down first. Inhale up to cobra or uphill. Exhale back to down. And remember, always go to the knees if you need to. Inhale, let's take the right leg up to the side. This time, we're going to bring it all the way through, stuck in between our hands. And we're going to come into our high lunge. So we press down and then rise up. And inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Straighten the front leg. Exhale down and place the hands down. Come back into our downward dog. And left leg up to the side. Bring it all the way through, stacking in between our hands. Every move, engage the core. Inhale, rise. Exhale down with the hips. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's move the right leg to the left leg. So step through into a half fold. Exhale, fall forward fold. And coming into our chair pose, we're going to sweep the floor, bum backwards into our chair. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Cool. There you sun salutation. There's loads of different ways of doing it. Take 5 breaths, have a quick drink. How's that? It's asking the legs in the first time. I'm going to try and keep it the same so it does become memory. Alright, so scrap yourself a bit. And we're going to get on with the main session. So we're going to go through 2 sequences, one sequence on one side, one sequence on the other. And then hopefully, plenty of time to go into prep. Alright. Why are we working music? No, right, okay. Once again, coming into our stressor, so the first one is tree pose, alright? Then we're going to go into Bring the knee up, and then we're going to go into our warrior 3. Coming up, and then warrior 3 again. And then down. Alright? There's a little bit more to it than that, but that's your first bit. Okay, so we're going to plant that right foot down. You're going to bring the left foot up first, get your balance. And if that's where your foot lies today, then that's where it lies. If not, we're going to bring the left foot into the right. It's okay, you don't have to go straight there. We can, if that's what you've got today, that's absolutely fine, okay? And if you come out of it, go straight back in, it's fine. You can take your arms up if you want. You could bring them to heart centre. You can look up, you can close your eyes. You can really challenge yourself in truth. Alright. And bring the left knee forward, gain your balance again, and we're going to bend into the right leg, take your left leg backwards. Now, you could go out to the side in an airplane, come to the front, but ideally we want our chest and left leg parallel to the floor. When we do our balance, let's pick a point in the right place. Let's pick a point on the floor or on the wall where we can focus. Bend into the right leg, bring your left leg back up again, and then we're going to go back into warrior 3. Really using the strength of our leg. And then we're going to step back into high lunge. Really like this, don't worry. Alright. And then we're going to turn it into warrior 2. So we take the left foot out 90 degrees or 45. The front foot's nice and bent. Then we're going to inhale, take the arms up. So if you look down, the heel should be nice and light. Okay, so warrior 2, looking good. Bending into that front leg. And the other one. So we're going to be about 1.5 meters apart with our legs. 1.5 meters. Okay? And then we're going to lean forward, turn the palm, and we're going to come back into our reverse warrior. So we're still bent into that leg, alright? Alright, then inhale, rise to warrior 2 again. Alright. Straighten up the front leg. You guessed it. Triangle. Lean forward until you can't lean anymore. And if you start going out, come back and then drop your hands down. Your right hand down. Just right. Now just breathe into this posture, okay? Start out. That front foot at the front. And front heel to this one. And take yourself backwards. Right, we're going to go into side angle pose next. So what I'd like you to do is bend into that right leg. Place your elbow on the front knee, or you can place your hand down. And we're going to swing our arm through so it's kind of in line, pointing up at the side. Alright, so can you put this in that just a little bit? Alright. So this is opening up the hips. Alright? So we're opening up the hips here. Alright, and coming into plank, so let's come down into a plank, so we come forward, take the leg back, so we're into plank. Look where your hands are, look where your pinkies are. So, spread the fingers, engage the core, engage the thighs, take to your knees if you need to, alright? You get exactly the same benefit, alright? And we're going to go into a vinyasa, so let's drop our knees down. And our chest. Inhale, rise to cobra. Exhale, back to downward dog. And just take a rest in downward dog. Inhale, we're going to take the right leg up. And we're going to bring the right leg through, stepping in between our hands. Alright? We're then going to turn to the left of the mat with our legs nice and wide, feet facing forward. We're going to bend into the right leg, so we're coming into Skandasana. We're dropping the hips down. If you need to come up onto your toes, that's absolutely fine. Now, if you're not happy to do this, Skandasana is not an easy one, and what we're looking for is the knees coming up into the armpits, right? Knees coming up into the armpits, so you want to kind of sit back, bringing your left foot up towards the ceiling. Kirsty, can you get your... You've got it. Right, if you're not happy with this, what you do is put your knee down. Put your knee down instead and just take your leg out to the side. You still get the same benefits, we're just opening up the hips, okay? And working on our hip flexors. Okay, what I'd like you to do is come up again into wide leg stance, toes facing forward, and then we're going to turn to the front again. Place your left hand down and we're going to twist to the side. So taking your arm all the way up to the ceiling. Once again, right? Once again. Just come into this stance. Come into this stance, and all you've got to do is twist out. Alright? You don't need to be following everyone. You just do what you're capable of, okay? So we're going into a lunge at the front of the mat. Okay. And bring your hand down. And what we're going to do is a little bit of plank work, okay? A bit of core work. So we're going to take our foot back, come up into downward dog. Take the right leg up to the side. Now, please go onto your knees if you're not happy with this. We're going up and then bringing the right knee to the right elbow. But what I would like you to do is go to the knee and just bring your knee around, okay? If you're not happy. Then we inhale, rise up. As we exhale, we twist, bring the right knee to the left elbow. And then we're coming up again. And this time we're bringing the knee to the centre of the chest. But those who have come here for quite some time, I want you to round up your spine, engage the core, and then we're going to drop the right leg down in between our hands. And then we're going to step forward, left foot meet the right foot, coming into a forward fold. If you want a little bit more, place your hands down and lean forward. Bringing your heels off your toes. If you are doing that, what I would like you to do is lean forward and engage the core until you can't lean forward anymore. Okay? You don't have to do that, just stay forward while you want to see it, it's absolutely fine. You just stay. Honestly, everyone's practice is their own. Sometimes you have blocks there to help you out, but this is why in 45 we just relax there. Okay? Alright. And if I kept you in that position just there, you can go back down if you want. Alright. And what we're going to do is go down into a squat. So take your feet to the side of the mat, coming into a squat. Alright. And give yourself a couple of breaths here. And then we're going to sit down. We're going to roll back. Coming into our crow pose. So what I would like you to, when I say come into crow pose, I mean We are going into crow pose, but sort of laid down. What I would like you to do is bring your, tuck your tailbone up until your knees kind of meet your triceps. And then what I would like you to do is force your elbows in, spread the fingers, and engage the core. Engage the core. You can do that by raising your head off the mat. And this is what you will be like in crow pose. Alright, and coming up into a seated position, and then going into our bow pose. Got it? You alright, Jeff? Alright, and relax there. Got the other side to do yet?
I literally feel like you kill me.
I can slow it down if you want. Alright. Take a sip of water. How are you doing, girls? Honestly, it does get easier. I probably, like everyone will tell you that as well. Apart from Joe. Okay, we're doing exactly the same, but on the other side, okay? So, because you've done it now, you know what to flow into, it will get easier. Sometimes when someone's telling you, go into this next, and you're balancing, and then suddenly you've got to go and do it, it is a bit tricky, all right? So, when you're ready, we're going to come into a standing position. So, nice and easy. Coming up. Standing. We're going to do the other side. Okay, so coming into resting. You're going to lean on the left foot. What I would like you to do, you can either bring your knee up or just keep it down there and focus on a point where you can balance. And once you're ready, come into your tree pose. However that is for you today. You might find it better on one side than the other. Alright, come forward with your knee. I'm going to go back into our warrior 3. However that looks for you today. Warrior 3 could be like that, or it could be like this. And then we're going to inhale, come up. Hands to heart center still, and then exhale back into it. Okay, and when you're ready, nice and controlled, step back into high lunge. So let's get this high lunge right first. So we're planting that left foot in front, bending into the knee, taking the other leg out. What you might want to do, instead of having your legs in line, take your feet hip width apart so you've got that stability, okay? And then inhale. As we exhale, we're going to take it into warrior 2. So all we're going to do is take the rear foot out, turn our body, but leave. So we're like this, we're just turning the body and the rear foot, all right? Into warrior 2. I'm just going to come over. Use the power of warrior 2. What I want everybody to do is engage that core, feel the core, and everything is lifting up. That's all right. So bend into that foot leg, you got it. That's it. That's the one. And take your exhale. If you can move it forward slightly, that would be useful, but if you can't, that's absolutely fine. Move it, got it. Alright, turn the palm over, reach forward, and then reverse the warrior. So all we're doing is leaving that front leg bent. Front leg is still bent, because what we're doing is still leaning into it. We're just moving the tops of our bodies back. That's it. Tops of the bodies back. And then inhale back to warrior 2. Straighten up the left leg. Make sure our hips are forward. Lean forward as much as you can. And when you can't do it anymore, you're just going to tip the body down. Bring the left hand to the left leg. But the more you raise up, the more stability you've got. This opening up the hips. Alright, bending into that left leg. You can either take your left hand down by your left leg, or you can bring your elbow onto the bent knee, alright? And then swing that arm up, so we're extending it out to the front. Alright, and come round into a low lunge, come back into plank. We're not going to move through vinyasa this time. We're going to come up into a downward dog. Inhale, take the left leg up to the squat. We're going to bring left knee to left elbow. So, left knee to left elbow, engage that core. Take the knees down if you need to. It really doesn't matter, you still get the same benefit. Inhale, rise up with your left leg. Left knee to right elbow, so you're just crossing the knee over. Just take the knee down if you need to, and just take that elbow, that left knee across. Then we're going to inhale, rise up. Once again, come through to the front. This time I just want you to hold, rounding up the shoulders. Okay, if you've got your knee down, just bring that knee in, crunching up the core. And then bring your left foot through, place it in between your hands. Alright, sorry for those, knee up, place your right hand down, and then twist to the left. Once again, you can put your knee down, okay? Alright. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, draw the hand down. And we're going to step through, left to meet the right, or right to meet the left, into a forward fold. And once again, if you can place your hands down and just lean. Spread the fingers, dig the pinkies in, and get you used to the centre of gravity just being shifted forward. And then come down and just fall into forward fold again. Just relax. Alright. Take your feet out to the side. And then drop down into your squat. I forgot Dandasana, Skandasana, didn't I? That's alright. It's alright, we'll do that in a minute. Still fit it in. Alright, well we're not going to do the crow. So what we're going to do is come back up into a forward fold, then step back into downward dog. So we do Skandasana. Inhale, take the left leg up to the sky, bring it all the way through, stacking in between your hands. We're going to turn both feet to the right side of your mat. And then we're going to drop down into a side lunge. Now remember, if you don't want to do that, just place your knee down. That's absolutely fine, alright? If not, try and get down into this pose. If you can, hands to heart centre into pose. It's not an easy one. And for those who want to do this at home, you can kind of just go side to side. It helps open up the hips. But that is like, it's only there for the choice, okay? Alright, coming up, straighten up the legs, and just allow yourself in wide leg. And we're going to walk our hands round into our low lunge again. Alright. Okay. What we're going to do now is go into our crow practice. So, what I'd like you to do is come back, go into child's pose so you can have a nice little rest. So child's pose, take your knees out to the side, bring your toes together and take your bum backwards. Have a drink at the same time if you want. This is just for you to rest. Okay. Alright, take 5 breaths here. Okay. to rise up, just come, just sort of sit back on your feet. I'll talk you through prayer pose. So last week what we did, we worked on the elbows. We wanted, with crow pose, you've got to bring the elbows in. When you place your hands down, they've got to be hip width, shoulder width apart. We'll do that so we know. The hands go down, spread the fingers, and then what we did was come into a squat. Then we moved our knees into the armpits or on the tricep, okay? And then what we did, we just kind of went up, leaned forward, come back, lean forward, this time taking one foot off, come back, lean forward, 1 foot off, then the other. This time, don't worry, you don't have to do this, I promise you. This time, I would like people to try a block, alright? I would like you to bring your feet together. Calm it down. I'd like you to bring your feet together. Come up onto your toes and just find this part. Find this part where you feel comfortable. And once you do, right, I'd like you to just keep practicing where you think you should be. Now, I discovered this morning that if you didn't engage your core, people leaned on their arms too much. And that's where they're going to get a bit hurt in my arms. Probably an indication that the core's not engaged. So what I would like you to do is go into it, core engaged, without the core engaged, and then go into it with the core engaged, and you'll see the difference. So for the ladies who gave it a go last week, go into your practice. For those who didn't, I'll come round and explain to you. You don't have to use a block. I've also got straps that you can put around your arms. Who would like a strap? Anyone? I'll come to you girls in just a split second. Alright? Remember core. Alright? What I want you to do is if you just sort of follow me. So what we're going to do is come into a squat, just bring your feet together, hands kind of shoulder width apart. Alright? Spread the fingers. When we spread the fingers, we really look at the knees. They're like our brains. Okay? So they're like brains. If I didn't keep them in, I'd be a little bit more if you feel like you're going to go forwards, roll out it. Honestly, you're fine. Or you can place something like that in front of you. Then what we do is the elbows are coming in. It calms right down. So we go for a strong second in. Alright? When you hands coming in, and you bring your butt up, try and get these in as much as possible. And all I'd like you to do is just lean forward, see how it goes. Lean forward, see how it goes. Get used to kind of leaning forwards. And then when if you think, and your elbows bend, so you can actually just lean your knees on them. And all you're doing is coming up. You don't need to come up. You just want to be down. That's absolutely fine. Okay? I'll leave you to it. You know when you just pray on the backs, do that. And just use pictures as you do. Or you can just I just want to know how you are, you know, it's all down to how you feel as a person. So, if you want remember, there's no judgment. You can practice your squat, is that right? The squat sometimes. It's so strong. Please, not relax. Alright, how will I get my voice? How will I get my voice? Nice. That's good start. Right. Now engage the core. Bring the elbows inwards. Engage the core.
Towards the left. That way.
Yes.
That way.
Yes. Then engage the core. Go forward. Keep going forward. Keep going. Bring one foot up at the side now. But your feet will come up naturally. If you can't go any further forward, just move your feet. That's the only thing. They're there to balance. Okay? So keep going forward. I'm going to do something now because I can see you're a little bit sketchy about going forward.
This is the effective part.
You're not going to alright? I promise you that. You've got it. Remember, chaturanga. Remember chaturanga. Yeah, that's what you do with your elbows, the centre of gravity. Engage that core. Keep moving. No, move forward, go forward more. Forward with the head more. Got it. Feet up. You got it. Yes. Felt that, didn't you? Felt that. Only remember, round up your shoulders, round up your shoulders as well. Yes. That's it. Can you shake your knees? Just keep leaning forward. That's all right. And that's it. You don't want to do this way. You want to do it instead. Come in, so you lift up on. No, it's still feels like my bicep will really roll back.
It didn't even make any difference. Yeah. You know what I said? I said to you, walk forward until you can't walk anymore and suddenly your feet come up. I think everything is to do with the core. Everything is. And it's like, do you know what? I can't actually go forward anymore without first time. Were you digging your pinkies in? Yeah. So sometimes, so I'm like, I can't go anywhere now. I was trying to demonstrate I could go anywhere else and see how far I could go. Just need to get on a bit longer now.
I think a bit more core work with people, and I think you kind of go, oh right, yeah, I've got it. Jules, are you okay? Right, we're going to do a couple of little slow stretches, okay? So, yeah, come into your seated position, okay? But this is why we challenge ourselves, okay? Alright, what I'd like you to do is come down, take your arms out to the side, bring your knees so they're parallel to the ground, and then drop to the right. both your knees. Alright, and we're going to have 5 breaths there. Okay. 5 breaths. And then, once you've had 5 breaths there, bring your knees upwards and then take it out to the sides. I know there's nothing worse than coming into a new class and us doing crow for your first Vipassana. Alright. Okay. So once you've done 5 breaths here, what we'd like you to do is come into a seated position. So bring your knees down, just rock upwards, extend the legs out, and we're just going to go into a seated forward fold. Just take the fleshy parts back. Inhale, bring the core in, lower the chest down, head down to the ground. So we're going to hold this for about 10 breaths, alright? And what I'd like you to do is just relax the breathing, let the breathing get longer. Okay, if you're shallow breathing, just allow yourself to calm. Only 10 breaths. Put your warm stuff on, your cozy stuff. Relax your body and come into our core. Basically, put your cozy, warm stuff on the stars. And then just lay on us. Give yourself a nice big stretch on your mat. Ready, just allow yourself to relax yourself into the mat. Relaxing your forehead, relaxing the small muscles around your eyes. And just allow your feet to float out to the sides, relax. Bring your palms faced up. And just allow your neck and your shoulders to completely relax. Worked hard today. To allow your spine to just fall into the mat. Relax. And just feel heavy into the mat. Just allow that relaxation to float around your hips. Feeling nice and strong. Relaxed. And allow that relaxation to fall down your feet. Now just give yourself relax the mind. No judgment. Just observing your thoughts. I'd just like you to think of something that happened to you either today or in the past week, past month, past year even, that made you really happy, really joyful. Or something you are truly grateful for. And bring that image to your mind. And just notice how you feel in your body. I want you to expand that feeling. It could be a colour, it could be a shape, it could be a feeling, whatever it is. Just expand it down to the bottom of your feet, to the top of your head, to the tips of your fingers and beyond. And just know these resources are here if you need them. And just start moving your fingertips and your toes, and to flutter the eyelids. On your next inhale, give yourself a nice big stretch above the head, coming back into the room. And when you're ready, come onto your right side, give yourself a nice big hug on your right. And only when you're ready, come into a seated position, onto your mat. This time, opposite leg in front. And your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for coming to your mat today. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. Honestly, everyone is doing so well at the minute, and I hope you girls enjoyed your first session. Still loads more to come. Have a wonderful week. Namaste. All right. Oh yeah, all right.